How's it going, retro people? My name is Brad, this is Retro Style Spotlight, and this is your news, notes, history, and retro games to play for the week of May 31st, 2016. Last week's tutorial was all about the Japanese computer called the MSX. If you need help adding these games to your LaunchBox install, give the tutorial a watch. We also put out our first feature-specific tutorial on how to update LaunchBox to the beta release channel if you'd prefer to be on the cutting edge of LaunchBox features. Please keep in mind that these are beta releases and things will break from time to time. If you have bugs or feedback, you can leave them in our beta thread on the forums. Nintendo in recent years has been re-releasing some N64 games as upgraded 3DS games, but every once in a while, nothing but the original will do. Enter handheld home consoles. TheModShop's portable N64 is a sight to behold. We've seen these handhelds in the past, but this one seems to be a few steps above the rest. This machine was created through the careful modification of an original N64 console and gains an integrated battery, backlit LCD screen, and control setup. Even the controls have been customized, with the modder opting to use a smaller Xbox 360 analog stick assembly and a custom 3D printed D-pad. This required some heavy customization. Not only did the motherboard need to be cut to size and the cartridge slot reoriented, the controller needed to be split into different components in order to fit the cast. However, since it's not an emulation-based handheld, there should be none of the compatibility issues that plague non-official units. I have been wanting to create an emulation-based handheld myself, but this is just friggin' awesome, and I would grab up one of these any day of the week. If you've ever played Turrican or Turrican 2, you'd know how amazing some of the game's music is. Well, there is a Kickstarter currently underway that strives to bring the second game's soundtrack into an orchestral form. However, that alone, while amazing, is less noteworthy than the original game's composer, Chris Huelsbeck, going back to an original Amiga hardware to write new music for the limited edition. He'll be sampling the original game and creating new music in the spirit of the original game. The Kickstarter, while over, reached its goal, and you can also reserve your copy over at Mega Founder now. Links are in the description, as always. I love adventure games. I didn't grow up with them though, per se, sadly, but I still love their gameplay. Even as an adult with no nostalgic memory, I still loved LucasArts adventure games like Monkey Island very much so. So it was a surprise to find out that Thimbleweed Park, a new adventure game by the same man who brought you those LucasArts games, is back and better than ever. Kickstarted in 2014, this game screams X-Files and Twin Peaks out loud and loves every second of it. It looks charming, witty, and seems to get rid of the old adventure game logic in lieu of newer, more modern adventure game logic, which is a good thing. The game gets its DNA from Maniac Mansion in a few of the gameplay elements, but drives home the atmosphere even more so than anything before. Ron Gilbert and Gary Winnick are back to really bring the adventure game movement back full force with a new age classic for everyone to enjoy. I have been loving games like the Blackwell series and Kathy Rain with their supernatural twists and greatly designed puzzles, and this looks to marry the old LucasArts wit, writing, and graphics with those games' puzzles. Ron Gilbert has even stated that he wants to purchase the IP that he worked on previously from, I presume, Disney now, so that he can have access to these games and potentially create something new with them. Even if he can't access those old games, I have a feeling Ron Gilbert is back to bring adventure games home again. This month in 1985, Gradius was released to the Japanese arcade market. Gradius is a 1985 horizontal shmup developed and published by Konami, originally released as a coin-op arcade game in 1985. It was the first game in the Gradius series of shoot-'em-ups. In Gradius, the player maneuvers a spacecraft known as the Vic Viper that must defend itself from the various alien enemies. The game features a power-up system called the Power Meter based upon collecting capsules to purchase additional weapons. This game has also been ported to almost every system under the sun. So that was Retro Style Spotlight for the week of May 31st, 2016. All of the relevant links to everything you heard in this edition of RSS will be in the description below. Remember, you can sign up for a LaunchBox forum account to talk with us over there. If LaunchBox has given you a beautiful library of games, then why not purchase a premium license of LaunchBox for $20 to access Big Box, which is a controller and couch-oriented version of LaunchBox. We also have our LaunchBox games database now available for users to contribute to. If you have a few favorite games that are lacking in metadata or media, head on over to the games page on the database and make your desired edits. Jason and I have a lot planned for our community, so if you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, we're doing a tutorial video every Friday and more entertainment type shows like this in the future. Let us know what you think of RSS and any feedback you may have on it. My name is Brad, and remember, Freaks and Geeks, to play more games, and we'll see you next time. Have a good day.